So this is a sharing. This is not a knowing or an understanding of what's happening and learning something about what's going on, trying to explain something that makes everybody maybe more obvious that how life is working. It's only a sharing. It's not seeing that there's someone. The the final thing of the very obvious thing is that there's no one. This is about there's no one. There's already no one. There's nothing inside. And we are so convinced. We see it as it's like the only thing there is. I can s- I can call it a belief or an embodied belief that there's someone. I am here. I'm living my life. I have a free will and I have a choice to make things happen, to make my life work. There's not seeing someone. There's no, it's not only there's not seeing someone, it's even more than that. There is no one. And it's not like a knowing. And that's strange because normally when there's people saying something really like that, it seems like there's a knowing of that. There's a wisdom or a knowing or an understanding. It's not like that. It's only a sharing of, and this is not something I see, something I know, or anything. This is a sharing, and it's coming out like that. In the same way, it's already going on, like a sharing of what's going on. It's not. It's when there's people talking. It's already a sharing too. We can call it like an belief or something like that. But in the same time, it's a sharing. So this is a sharing about what's going on. It's not even about. It is a sharing. That's also strange. It's so normal to say when there's a sharing, I say something about or something to or something like that. It's not even that. There is a sharing and that's it. And there can be responses or questions or people say something, but that's not someone saying something. It's nothing talking to nothing. It's already nothing. This is nothing. Nothing is happening. There's that appearance of streets and bodies and feelings and walls. And it seems very real when there's someone and I'm in my body and I'm living my life. Everything seems very real and solid and happening to me. Me is the center of what's going on. Me is the center of circumstances. Circumstances are happening to me. How can I deal with circumstances? Feelings seem to be my feelings or my thoughts. So everything, pain in the body seems like the body is real. So pain seems like located. There's always a location for something, for me, for the pain, for something outside. There's something inside, there's something outside. That's the normal way. There's also time, living in time. There's something before, there's something after. There's a past, a future maybe seems to be there. This is completely out of the story. This is talking out of the story. There's no time and there's also no distance. So no in distance means like it's here or there. There is no here. There's also no there. There is what is happening. It's not happening to someone. It is what is also apparently happening. That's crazy because it's so normal to see that there's something happening to me or to somebody else or in some place. And hearing there's no distance. So there's no here or there or above and below, or before and after. The brain can abstract, so there's an understanding of what means like above and below, and there can be still that talking about all that and distance and time, but it's meaningless. It's only seeing there can be an understanding of that, but nothing is real. It doesn't mean anything. It's not important. Nothing is important. When there's me and I'm living my life, everything seems important because somewhere when there's me going on and I'm living my life and how can I deal with circumstances or relations and all that? Somewhere there is something missing, something unsatisfying, something maybe not good enough. And there's something going on, like a search to make it right, to feel better about yourself, moving away from pain and trying to feel good. There's that story of me can be very convincing. And it seems like when there's a story, there's a lot of ideas about what's going on. And it seems to be I have a free will and choice to make things happen. When they're saying there's no one, there's also no free will. There's no choice. That's completely devastating because we're so into there's something not right yet, and there's maybe I'm not good enough, and maybe in this kind of meetings or somewhere else, I can find what is needed, or I can let go, or I can do something about what's going on, because this doesn't feel good, and it's not always like that, and there's something going on, there's a dissatisfaction, or maybe I'm not good enough or something else. So coming to these meetings, it can be like, oh, there can be like maybe there's something for me in it, and maybe I can take that and do something with it. A lot of time that's going like that, and some people are like that, and they're hearing some sentences, and they take it home, like sentences like it's what it is, or it's what's happening, or already saying, oh, there's no one, so the feeling has nothing to do with me, or all those ideas about what's going on. They're taking sentences of what's being said here. It has nothing to do with what's being said here. It's only sentences that makes it into some conclusion or some concept. And that makes that what's happening maybe a little bit more comfortable, or not that stressy or all that. Most of the time it's also when they're saying like, oh, it's what it is and it's what's happening. It's saying that when there's something not nice, or there's like, oh, that's painful and all that. Yeah, it's what it is. Yeah. But when there's glory and celebration and all that, it's not saying, yeah, it's what it is. No, then there's celebration and so. So there's a dealing with what's going on and trying to find. It's very seem very normal to think about that and to take it home. And then in the same time hearing, this is you can't take this home. This is ungraspable. This has nothing to do with understanding. There's nothing in for someone. It's not, there is no one. It's not seeing someone. So there's no hope for anything else. This is it. This is everything. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be a pain, it can be a hand, it can be subtle, it can be strong, can be feelings, can be the table. It's not about you. Life is not about you. That's also the freedom, because when it's about you or me, it's always there's something going on, like how can I deal with this and what can I do and how can I solve that and what's going on. So there's a lot of looking at the story and looking at the feelings maybe and what's going on, trying to make it right or to do something about it. When that whole construct, that me is that whole construct, like there's something wrong. There's something not right yet. When that's lost, the funny thing is nothing is lost. It was already, but there's nothing going on like, oh, what can I do and this is wrong and all that. That's that's just that's not arising, or you can say that. So you could say, and that's crazy, there's no awareness. There's nothing going on looking at yourself, being able to look at yourself. There is what is happening, pain, the floor, warm, not for anyone. It's exactly that. And that's already what's going on. So that there's no change in that way. It's already. The only thing that sometimes changes is that whole idea about what's going on and the interpretation and feeling that there's something not right. But it's not for someone. So this is not Rose talking. There is talking. There seems to be a life of Rose. There can be ideas about Rose, how she lives her life and I don't know what kind of ideas that can be. There is no life of Roes. Well, also, there's no life of somebody else. There never was. We make conclusions like the body is always there. And then there's a remembering of yesterday and before. So it seems, and it's very convincing, that my life was before and it's going on, and I can and have to deal with everything. And to hear that there's no life of anyone, there's what is happening. It's not happening to someone, it's not happening for someone or nothing. It's there's only one. There's only one walling. Well, that's everything. It's not seeing walling or something for me. No, that whole construct of I am someone. There's that life of Rose, and suddenly Rose has no me anymore. All that is a story. It's the new story of people don't have a me anymore. Now everything is lost. At the same time, it wasn't already. It was already like that. So nothing is lost. The only what is lost, you could say, is the dream that I was someone. That's the freedom. The freedom is that there's a hand, a table, a feeling, words, walling. It's life. It's life full on. That's unconditional. The freedom is unconditional. Also, in a strange way, you could say, in a strange way maybe, it's unconditional love. Life is unconditional love. It's being in love. But when there seems to be someone and it feels like I'm separate from the rest, I'm here and over there, there's something else and all that. So that brain can abstract and it's very convincing, seems to be over there. And and then it's getting more and more real and real. And then the whole story starts. When that story is not going on, it's suddenly like, oh, but there never was a story. It was only ideas that there was a story, a dream of that. And there's already one. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't mean anything. There's no importance of anything. It's what it is. Sometimes you don't even know. It's more like there's nothing knowing. There's no knowing. So this is so simple. This is without any abstraction. It's literally let that what is apparently happening. Because also, and that's on top of that, what's being said, is nothing is real. Everything seems so real and solid and happening. Nothing is real. So there's an appearance of walls and streets. We can talk about anything. We can talk when there's people, when you have ideas or concepts or like hang-ups in the story, they can be talking about that. And we'll see what happens when there's a question like that. I don't know what's going on, what can come out. Well, there can be some clarity or maybe not, but this is energetic. So it's not about being clear about what's going on. That's normally what we think. But when I'm much more clear about what's going on, maybe I can deal with it better. And it has nothing to do with that. So the answers will be maybe different as what you expect. Or maybe there is no answer. But it's energetic. This is all in these meetings, it's energetic what's going on. I have no clue about what's going on. But this is energetic and that's going. Life is going in a certain way. So we can talk about that. There can be questions, there can be a sharing maybe. There can be 2 times or 4 times the same question again. Nothing matters. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing right also, but there's also nothing wrong. That is amazing. When there's nothing wrong, it's like, oh, it's what it is. And that can be anything. It's not strange or like ridiculous or all that what we thought normally can think in a story. It's what it is. Any question or what's going on. So if you want to say something, you can unmute yourself or you don't say anything. That doesn't matter. When they're just sitting, then that is what's happening. When there are thoughts, that is what's happening. It's not saying that to yourself because that's a new way of trying to deal with it. But what is meant by it's everything? It can be it's everything, and it changes. So there's talking, there's sitting, a wall, thoughts can happen. It's already. Doesn't have any meaning, not happening for you. There's already no you. There's already no one inside. Some people are so convinced, and it does feel so like there's someone inside and I'm deciding, and all that can be so convincing. It's very seems the normal way. And then hearing there's already no one, that can be strange. It doesn't matter what's happening. It's already complete. So there's nowhere to go. So this, when they're saying something, it's better than not saying something or anything else. Nothing is better than anything else. There's no importance if this meeting or something else. It's complete as it is. Hi, Shia. Yes, hey.
Hi, Rose. Hi, Rose. Nice to see you. Good. Happy New Year, anyway. Um, I think I did ask you this before, but I ask you again. I don't
Mm.
know. You know, the thought, I mean, what is different between thought and me? It feels sometimes that all there is it's thought, but the thought is it's like when there is no thought, so there will not be me either.
No, me is not the thoughts. Thoughts are thoughts.
Is
Me
that
is a
thought?
construct. Me is the dream. There is no me. It's a dream of that there's someone. But
Yes,
thoughts
but
are what's apparently happening.
yes, but the
Thoughts.
thought is dream. I
No,
mean,
thought is thoughts.
no,
The
okay.
in the content of a thought can be like a story and not real, or a lot of imagination and all that. But the thoughts are thoughts.
Yes, because you know, it's just. I mean, I don't know. Whatever I see is just thought. You know. I mean, it's nothing than thought. You know. I cannot. I mean, when there is no thought, there is no me either.
No, no, there is me is something that something me is a dream. It's not real. It's something like an imagination, a belief, you could say, like a dream. Thoughts, it's what apparently is happening, like the table or a feeling or the wall. It's energy.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, I mean, when you say the table, the wall, and this and that,
Mm,
this all is thought, you know, because it's someone has said to me that this is wall, or this is the chair, or this is the tree, you know.
mm,
Otherwise, there is no way I can know what the chair is or what
no, of
the
course.
wall is, you know. So it is a thought. I mean,
No, yeah, but wall, I can call it wall, maybe, but wall like that is wall. It is maybe there's no word for it, but it's what is apparently happening. Maybe not the word, but just calling it in a different way. People, you call it wall, I call it muur in Holland in Dutch. So there's
yeah,
different words or different ideas, but it's that what's going on. It's
yes,
that's
that
walling. So it has
that
nothing
I
to do with thoughts. Thoughts is some it's it you could I could say it's different energy. It's different. Like a table is also different.
But I mean torch, you know, it's appear to it's appear, it's arise, you know.
Mm, yeah.
But yet when something is arise, so it's arise to me, you know.
No.
No,
No, that's the misunderstanding. It
yeah.
thoughts are not there's no connection for thoughts and me. There's no relation in that. There's already
But,
no me, but we're so relating and feeling that
mm,
I am here and I am thinking. Thoughts are has nothing to do with me, had nothing to do with that body also. It's
so
just in the air.
so it's simply whatever it's arise because arising is some.
Arising, we it's difficult to say. It's for me it's not arising, it's
It is,
could say it is, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
yeah. Not, yeah, I understand this message mentally very well, but not as you describe it, you know, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
I can never
Yeah.
be without
Of
this
course.
message, you know.
Yeah, but it can be because there are so many understandings about what's going on and ideas and beliefs and concepts. And then that when they're talking together, that
Yeah,
can be.
I mean, all we do listen to this message, you know. I did listen to this message from the beginning, the first time when I heard this, you know.
Mm,
It is just,
yeah.
didn't let me be anymore, you know.
Uh,
It's just, I just love it. I cannot help it, you know. There is no way,
yeah.
there is no
Yeah.
way I can discard this, you know.
Yeah.
I cannot,
Yeah.
when I say I understand this, but actually, really, I don't understand this. I
Yeah.
understand. In the same time, it's I try to get it, and there is nothing to get.
Yeah, there can be an understanding, and there subtly is that trying to get can be so strong. That energy is so strong. It's not you doing that, but when that energy is there, it's just trying to get it. It has nothing to do with someone or with me, or it's that energy is going. That's life. It's energy.
And,
I
yeah,
want
yeah,
that. Yeah,
that's
nothing
in
wrong
that
with that.
mood.
But
That
yeah,
much. Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Thanks. I mean, I actually, I don't have really know any
yeah.
question about the message.
Mm,
Because one thing I just know that it's this message left me with this,
mm.
and this is
Yeah,
all there is. Like as you
yeah,
say, this cheer, this walling, this
yeah,
treeing, this skying, it's all looks different, but it's yet not yet one. Looks
yeah.
different,
It's life,
but
life
yet,
in all kind of
yeah,
aliveness, all kind of ways. Yeah.
yeah. Thanks a
Mm,
lot, and then I think to, yeah,
yeah. Thank you. Mm,
thanks, thank you very much. Okay.
mm, mm. There's nothing happening, so it doesn't matter where if we talk or we don't talk, or we drink coffee or tea, or there's eager, there's being. It's life. It's life already. It's complete as it is, so it doesn't matter what is happening. It doesn't. Not saying that to yourself because oh, it can already be. You can also say, yeah, that's also what's happening, of course. But it's everything. It doesn't matter what it is. There's nothing right and there's nothing wrong. There can be some talking about what's going on, maybe some clarity, but when there's no clarity, it doesn't matter. It's drinking tea. It's that simple. Or the wall. It doesn't go anywhere, doesn't mean anything. Whoa, life doesn't mean anything. Wow, that's a freedom because there's so many meaning and this is important, this is less, and this is should and this shouldn't and all that. And then suddenly, wow, there's no meaning. It doesn't go anywhere. It's not for someone. There is no one. There never was someone. So that idea that I live my life is a misunderstanding. There is no one. There is no my life. That's the freedom. There's also no escape, because that's what we normally want, is that we don't want to feel this, so we try to make it in a certain way that feels more comfortable, or trying to deal with a certain way. And there's no one, there's no free will or choice. So it's what it is. So there's no escape from anything. And it seems like, oh my God, it's no control. What's going on when there's no control? There was already no control. It seems like it's better to have an escape and to try to feel better. The freedom is that it's everything. This is freedom. There's no time. So when there's time, there's always that idea about there's something before, there's something after, there are consequences in what's going on. So I should live in a certain way, because if I don't, there are consequences and it will go wrong. Or maybe when I don't do enough, there's no control and everything goes wrong because of me. So that feels not nice. So I should do something, and there's being busy with that all the time. And then there's no one. There's what is happening. It's hand. There's nothing before. There's nothing after. It's new. It's that. Hand. Tea. There's no story. There's no line. There's no development. It's what it is. Hand. Computer. Feeling. Goes very fast, of course. Without meaning. Without purpose. Doesn't go anywhere. It is. And it's like that. It's just wall. No, very quick. It's that. And you can't follow it. You don't need to follow it. It doesn't matter. It's not like there's someone following it. There's no one. So there's that idea that that body is always there. Is also a misunderstanding. That can be that head. That's everything. And something else going on. A feeling. And that's everything. So there's no continuation. Whoa, what's that? But it's also, everything is new. It's new, new, new. Doesn't go anywhere, doesn't mean anything. It's exactly that, how it is, full on.
Hi,
And
Rose.
oh, yeah, go on.
Hey. Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to hear what you were about to say.
I already forgot, so that
Oh,
doesn't.
darn. No,
You
no.
can't. Oh my God,
Oh,
yeah. Hmm.
darn. I was just going to share that there's so many thoughts of, you know, I need to be more present. I need to let
Oh yeah.
go.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, I need to be like I used to be.
Hmm.
And, I need to
Hmm.
understand why am I not more
Yeah.
at peace.
Yeah. Yeah. It can be so strong. It's such a. It's an energy. It can be so strong. A lot of thoughts coming like that. In a way, they're meaningless. But they have something. There's something sticky about it. There's having like it's important or they true. They're true. No, they're thoughts like that. Nothing, they don't mean anything, but it seems like it's very important. And why are these thoughts there? So there's a discussion or a relation also. It's happening to me and I am like that. No, it's only thoughts, like something else going on, clouds or anything. There's no meaning. Their thoughts don't have it's a certain energy, but that's it. Doesn't mean it's true or any that no. So that's the thing of human that we can understand and do something with it. We think we can do something with it. They're only thoughts. It's energy. That's what's going on. There's no one there's no one having thought. They happen in space. It's not in the body or in your head. We think that it's in the head. No, the head is also not solid. This is not the border. This is one. It's one energy, and we assume like this is my head, and this is a border, and inside it, there's no inside. There's also no outside. It's somewhere. It's happening for no one.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
No. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, I feel like talking.
Hmm.
And hello.
Yeah. Hi.
And at the same time, I notice myself doubting to do it.
Mm.
I feel a bit shy.
Mm.
Um, yeah, and in a way, it really makes sense for me that I thought, like, yeah, of course, there's nobody, and I can stop trying to put everything together. It's
Mm.
like it's a sort of relief. Yeah.
But not even you trying to put things together, because that's the
No,
same
but
story. Yeah.
that's yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I can, and there's a resonance. That can be like, oh, yeah,
yeah,
I can hear what you say.
yeah.
Mhm.
And at the same time, and I really, yeah, in a way, no, you can't do anything wrong.
Yeah,
Um, that's in a way that's true. And at the same time, I can't believe it.
oh, yeah, yeah. Of
And
course,
that's
yeah. That
my
this is,
shyness to say something because it has to be right what I say.
yeah. There's so
Yeah,
many ideas about how you should be and
yeah,
what you shouldn't and all that. Yeah.
yeah. And
Mhm.
at the same time, like, yeah, as if there's different things together at the same time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I understand because there's a resonance, and in the same time, there's of course living in the story with all the ideas about what's right and wrong, and
Exactly.
that can
Yeah.
be still there. Yeah. Also, there's nothing wrong with being in the story because that we think like, oh, I'm still in the story, and I want to be out of that story, and all that. It's it it's not even being in the story, but it seems like that because there's a belief in there's a free will of I'm here and all that. But it doesn't matter. That's
Mm,
so strange. It doesn't matter. Life doesn't see you. It's energetic, and there can be a belief and making story of what's going on, and thoughts seems to happen, and there's time involved and all that. But in the same time, there's nothing happening. It doesn't matter. There's no importance in anything. So there's nothing wrong with what's going on too,
mm. Whatever it is, even the
whatever it
thought,
is.
whatever. Yeah.
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 Yeah, because that can be the new thing, like, oh, okay, there's no right and wrong. Oh, I would like to be in that, no, and then it's suddenly making that story wrong. It's so embodied that feeling that there's something can be changed or should change, or it's everything. It's exactly how it's going. And we make a story of it. Okay, then there's making a story. Then those thoughts can be there. Doesn't have any meaning. Well, that can be there. There's nothing wrong with thoughts or with seemingly behavior. There is no behavior. It's also a story because we live in time and we think like we do it in a certain way. It's already such a story, and there's making things like that. They're sitting and hand and all that. So it's even more simple than you ever could imagine. Without story, it's that simple. And still there can be an understanding of story and planning and open the computer at 7 o'clock or something like that. But there's no meaning in that. Hmm. Exactly as it is, as it the face is looking, as that movement is going, as those words are spoken. It's exactly that. That's amazing that it's complete as it is. There can be a longing. There can be a longing for something else, for something like Rose is talking about or other people are talking about. And then going to meetings to feel it. And maybe in the meetings that energy is stronger than what what you think, like if you feel like it's in my daily normal life. It's already in daily life too, of course. It's exactly that. It's not a nice feeling. It's no joy in that way. It's everything. It's that feeling. It's that sensation. It's the table. It's that face. It's the wall. It's everything already. So there's no hope. There's no hope for something else because it's exactly that which is already happening. Sitting here in these meetings and maybe their thoughts going. That is what's happening. That's what we're talking about. So it's very simple and ordinary. Maybe there are some ideas about there will be a change or will be somewhere some more freedom or something else. No, there isn't. It's so normal, you can't even imagine. There's somebody saying, Rose, is it okay to be angry too? This is not about okay. It's not that I'm deciding it's okay. Angry is happening. Yeah. Can be angry. Irritation. Yeah, of course. Everything is everything, of course. There's also irritation. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. It's very normal. It's so normal. We have so many ideas how it would be, what perfection is, what is liberation, or all that. It's the most normal thing there is. That's so amazing. It's everything. So angry, yeah. Start feeling fire can be. Hi, Sheer. Yeah.
Right. You see, you did talk about longing, you know.
Mm,
And this side, really, the only thing which is longing. And I
mm.
don't know what is that.
No, it's energy. It doesn't
It's,
matter.
it's just,
Somewhere you can say it's longing. I don't know how you know. It's how I don't know, but somewhere there's something. Longing is about when there's someone, there is that longing, that drive or that feeling. There's something else. Where is it? There's something missing, or longing for, you don't know. Most of
yes,
the time you don't even know what. Yeah.
it's sort of seeking, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
still you don't know what you seek, you know.
Yeah. 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 And
It's
sometimes you think you know, but yeah, can
yes,
both.
no,
Yeah. Yeah.
I really don't know what.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know
Something else. Something else.
something else. Yes, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
because every interest which I had, you know,
Yeah.
it just fall away, you know,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
still I did everything, but still it's like it's nothing, you know.
Mm.
So only thing which
There can be that loss of that interest and that ambition or that drive or searching and all that, and looking for that. It's that. And but there's there's also there can be like that feels like can feel like the desert. I don't know what is that what you mean, but it's like a desert. There's not that aliveness and nothing. There's no longing. There's just what is, or there is what is, and that's alive. When there's that desert, there's the loss of all the ideas and concepts about to go and everywhere. You can't believe in it anymore. But
yes,
it's dry. It's a way it can be dry or flat or all that.
it's just I really cannot explain it.
Yeah,
I cannot
yeah, yeah.
talk about it. I can
Mm,
nothing. I just can say that it's left me with this, but I don't know what this is.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Just the breathing and just seeing and just I
Mm.
don't know. No, nothing else. You know, it's just
When there's that, what the when that dry that desert being in the what for me it was like in being in that, and then suddenly there's something like, oh, it's like a loss of also the search and the longing and that whole I don't know how that's coming, but that looking for something that didn't go on. It's something like that. I can't even say why. And then suddenly it's like, oh, but it's everything, and it's not about me. But because subtly, when there's that desert, there's something going on for me somewhere. And when that's lost, it's like that there never was rose or anything. It's only wall. It's not seeing the wall. It's not even that. It's only walling. It has nothing to do with seeing because that's in a subtle
yeah.
way relating with me.
Because sometimes you know I believe that it can happen to everyone. You know,
Mm,
sometimes you do the thing, everything you do something, and then suddenly you come and see that it was you which you do that.
mm,
But in that time there was no doer. You know, it was just doing. I don't know. I cannot explain. But
mm.
no one was in that. You know. Uh,
No, never. No. but there's not even a story. There's not even a continuation.
Yes, and
So that's strange. Can be
that
new.
I mean that that can never will be explained because it's just you cannot say even if it was it's just
No. But
I mean
it's very obvious that when that's a loss of everything, so then there's not that dry desert, but there's some that loss. It's like everything is alive and there's a celebration. It's like being in love. How can you explain how that's going? And I can't. I don't know how to say it. It's not
but
even
also
like it's seeing or no, it's not seeing
when
at
and
all.
also when you talk about I mean this message always talk about in love
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in love still is it's demand too you know
No, no. This life is unconditional love, not for anyone, not to anyone.
yes but anyway love is involved there is love you talk about love
Mm, yeah.
because I cannot explain love otherwise than love which we all feel about it all
Yeah, okay. That it's more the personal love that we know that how you love someone and something like that. But that's more it's a feeling. It's in the end maybe it's even a need and taking care, things like that. It's personal. It's conditional
when
also.
you talk about love it's just organic
Is
it's a
what
organic love you talk about it
what ask again? What you say?
like a organism
Yeah.
organism
Oh,
is that love
no.
is
I don't know. No, love. I don't know why I call it love. It's yeah, it is. It's unconditional. It's also, I think, maybe to try to come to explain it. When there's when it's unconditional, that's complete love. When it is nothing is wrong. When it's exactly that, it's just it
yeah.
is love.
Yes,
There's
I mean
nothing about better than anything else. That
when you see
yeah,
I just give an example. If you see
yeah,
the animals, dogs,
yeah,
cats,
yeah.
you see them when they are they are in love with his whelps or his
Yeah, it's it.
no.
Yeah,
You
it's
see
but
there's
there's no
no
identity in
unconditional.
animals.
Yes, there is no
Yeah,
conditional.
yeah, it's unconditional. Yeah, it's what it is. That's what you get. It's in that way you could say that it's unconditional, and we don't call it love because we have an idea about love that it's in a feeling nice or something like that. Unconditional love is not nice. Unconditional love is that it's everything.
Yeah, because sometime you see some people they left. I give an example. Left his child on the street. I can say,
Mm, mm,
He- when you see it, it's both our love. Even the child which they left and the
yeah.
mother which left the child. When you see, it's really both our love. I cannot
Yeah, but
explain.
that's the story. When there's living in the story, there's all kind of different kind of love, and we call it this is right and more wrong and better and all that.
But
But that's
why?
the story of being with someone and
But
taking care or not.
but what? Why they are not love? Why
No,
why
of
why
course,
they?
everything is love, but there's no story. So there can be that child over there. That's already love. It is love. Well, there's no continuation. There's no time involved. We are so when we normally
Mm,
think in the story, there's a mother who did. There's already a story with that.
yes,
Everything is innocent. Everyone is innocent. There's only innocence.
yeah, that's
There's no
right.
story.
Yeah, that I mean it. Yes, innocent. Yes, that was
Yeah.
better word.
Yeah. When
Yeah,
there's no one. Yeah.
yeah,
But it
I,
doesn't mean it's nice. That can be painful or
yeah.
pain or anything, of course.
It's just, it's, and also when you say walling, you know,
Mm.
uh, or chairing. You don't see it as a walling or
No,
as a
no, it has
chair.
nothing to do with seeing.
It is just what it is, and it means
Mm.
that you all already that
Mm.
chair
I'm
or
not,
that
no, it's not I'm already that. It's
not you as you,
no,
not you
no.
because there is no you, but when I say you, it's because of communication. I say, but
No, but
you
I'm
as
not talking about I am already that in all in no way, in no way. There is the wall, that's everything. It has nothing I wouldn't say I am already that. I wouldn't say that
no
because that's
because
confusing.
the wall. I mean the wall
Yeah.
is not separate from the life. The life, the wall
But
is
there's only
life. You know.
there is walling and that's everything. It's not separate. It's like it's everything. And hand, everything. You could say
Yes.
there's only everything in the way, in that
Yeah.
way.
It's not separation. Yes. I know.
No, no. But that
No.
can be because we can abstract. It suddenly seems like there's someone over here and someone over there, and then the whole story can start, and then it becomes more embodied, and then it's so real. So it feels, and then it feels like I'm separate, I'm alone, and all that. So all the it confirming the story. So, but
But
there
what
never was
you
separation, and that's
but
crazy to
but
hear.
what appear distance for you? There is no distance at all.
No, there's no distance, but the brain can abstract, so there can be seeing like it's over there. But
But
that's
anyway, but
it's more like the
anyway,
ability of people that they can abstracting, but there's no distance in the same time
but
with
it's still,
meaningless.
the brain will see the distance. You know, I
Yeah,
mean,
the brain works. Yeah,
so this
yeah,
still the brain works there also.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
in your side, yeah.
yeah.
But
Everything goes on. Yeah,
it's not your brain. It's just a brain. You know.
yeah. It's of
Yeah.
course yeah, that's how that's working. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I,
We're
I know
talking
it.
about brain. What is
Uh,
brain? I don't even
What's
know.
brain? Yeah, because
Of course. Yeah,
even
of
brain,
course. Yeah,
is not separate from the
yeah,
whole. You know.
yeah. But there's talking about it also.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, story in a story
That's
there
there
is
too.
brain. You know. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I know what you
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
Thank,
And there's still
thank,
also somebody said, yeah, when you say I have a dog. Somebody said somewhere. Then there's still I. No, it has nothing to do with the communication or the words who are spoken. That there's not saying to when there's going to the kitchen and they say, "Oh, there's hunger," something like that. No, the communication is very simple and ordinary and
I'm
not
hungry. Yes.
changing
But
that way.
anyway, you there is nothing which you can call it yours. So
No, very.
everything.
It's not even
Yeah.
obvious. A long time I said it is obvious. It's not even that. There's no clarity. That's also not
Uh,
there. It's just I don't can't even say what it is. I don't know how to say it.
yes, it's identification. You know,
Somewhere, yeah.
that's the problem that we all. I mean, as human being have. Everything is just mine, mine, mine. You know, and there is nothing is which is mine.
No, it's
You
not
know.
not Maya because there is no mind. There's only mind when there's the idea that I am here, and then that's
Yeah.
it. There's talking about mind and
Yeah.
free
Yeah.
will and all that.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. So this is also when they're saying like, is it okay? This is not about okay or not okay. I don't know. It's what happens, and that's it. I don't know why. There's no reason. There's no cause. It's innocence. It doesn't mean it's nice or can be anything. It's very normal. It's very, very normal also. So normal, most of the time when there's being with friends or all that. Of course, it's not being noticed. No, of course. It's just not talking about that in that way.
Well, sometimes it's difficult to keep my mouth shut when I'm with friends.
Yeah.
When they are complaining about something is happening in the body, and then I can say nothing is fixed. Even the body is not fixed.
Yeah. But there can be an understanding of somewhere about what's going on, and there's a discussion about it. I don't care when people say that. I don't care. Well, when that's coming, then those information is just, then that's what's coming. Yeah. I don't know. That's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if that people say it like that or like that, and it's obvious. It's how can you even um, uh, how can you even think that thoughts can make things happen? Well, so what? What I'm there's nothing going on. When there's people very convinced in that, then they're very convinced. Yeah, that's complete too. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hmm. This the funny thing is this is not known. This is there's also no clarity. That clarity is also lost. That's so there's not knowing, and then suddenly in those meetings there's talking. Not all day. It's not all day. No, no. It's very normal, and so with some people you talk more, and other people there's nothing saying, and it's like it's in that way there's nothing different. Maybe there's a difference in that there's nothing going on like this is better than that or all that or ideas what was here, like a lot of ideas about what's better than that and it should be like this and all that. There were a lot of ideas about that. That's lost too, so that's not going on. I don't know. And there's a love also. That's maybe that unconditional love. I can't even say. Well, there's looking around, and that can be like, oh my God, this is amazing. It's like how people look when how that looks. It's like what's going on. It's like it's amazing how people react or how everything's going. It can be wow. It's the wonder of what's happening. Doesn't matter how it's going. It doesn't. There's no this is a better way or all that. That's lost. So there's a wonder of like, oh, I don't know. And sometimes like, what? Of course, too. Yeah.
Hi, Rose.
Hey, hello.
I just
Hi.
want to say hi and Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Yeah,
Yeah.
you too.
It was so funny because like there was like this the end of the year and celebrating, but there was no feeling of like something ending and something is starting.
Ah, yeah.
It was so funny. I didn't even know
Yeah.
what I was celebrating.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the strange thing. What is the end of the year? Suddenly, like, what is that? I can't even understand. Yeah, I know.
It's the first time it's happened. I had to laugh so much. It was beautiful, really beautiful.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
funny to do it, and in the same, it's completely meaningless. You can't even understand, and still you're celebrating. What's going on here? Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. And in the past time, I would say like I'm not gonna celebrate because I don't want to be that part of society, you know, like blah blah blah. But now
Yeah.
I was celebrating, and it just didn't mean anything. It was just to
Yeah.
celebrate.
Yeah. Yeah. So
It
what?
was
Yeah, yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the joy too. Like, oh, they're celebrating, and it's just like that. And saying Happy New Year. What does that mean already? I don't know. But it's just saying that. I think it's maybe for me it's also saying I love you. It's just that it
Yeah.
just doesn't matter what it is. It's just
And
yeah.
that's it. It really doesn't matter, but it's making much. Yeah, it's so much easier. I mean, I didn't do it myself, but it's like
Yeah. So many ideas about it.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the heaviness just to be so
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah. I don't want to do that anymore like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
other way. Like,
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
And
Yeah.
then we were like, I don't know, we were going somewhere, and I don't know, it's just something it's so different. Like, not really. I mean, of course, I know where we were going. We were going to Lisbon. I mean, I live in Portugal, so we were going to Lisbon to enjoy, but it's like the whole notion of like realizing where we're going, what we're gonna do, all that stuff. It's like it's difficult to describe, but it's
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah. It's suddenly it's empty or mean it's not real. It's like what are believing? And it's
Yeah.
I can hear what you
Or like
say.
sitting with people and don't really care so much, like what I'm
Yeah.
gonna say, what I'm gonna eat, not gonna eat, what they're gonna say about me, or I mean that
Oh
kind of. I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
all story, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then suddenly, when that whole story about how to take care and how to do and how to when that's falling away, there's something else coming. It's something like a wonder, a celebration. It's like it doesn't matter. Oh, it's something like that too. That's
yeah. It's always
amazing.
surprising in a way.
Yeah.
And then I was like, not really sure. Like sometimes I have this stuff coming really coming from childhood, all kind of conditioning, which I know very well. But I noticed like I'm not really sure this is what's happening. It's a story, of course, but it's like
Yeah.
it happens like suddenly out of the blue. But like when it's been released from the body, from the apparent body,
Mm,
there's more and more space in the body. That's what I noticed. Like the more like,
mm,
but it's happening by itself. I don't really do anything, but it's some
mm.
kind of conditioning. So that's
Yeah.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that can happen, and that can be
Yeah,
a relief, or there can be emotion suddenly like that, and
yeah, a lot. Very,
maybe
very
an
strong.
idea of what it is or not.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
then the story like nobody did it, but it's what apparent what appears to happen in the past time, and
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah, can happen like that. Yeah, and then it's already something else. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. But it can be very strong, huh? Very like boom, like
yeah. Can be really strong and
uh,
fiery, and yeah, sure,
yeah, yeah.
or subtle. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
many kisses.
So sweet.
I
Hi.
think to ask you very
Mm.
quick, and Christmas, did you give some gift, a little bit nothing to everyone?
Did I give gifts?
Yes, like a
My daughter
like
is
a not
pregnant, and I
like a
gave her a little thing about a mother, something like a little thing, and that's called mother for
okay.
doing in the tree, the Christmas tree. Oh,
Okay,
it was just nothing. Yeah,
now can you give us a little bit nothing?
yeah, but it's not. Yeah, there can be gifts or not.
Uh,
Yeah, can be
you know,
nice and
you know
not
what
or
I
not.
mean. I mean, if you can give us a little bit nothing, nothing.
Want to have nothing from me.
Yes, I mean that. I just joking.
Yeah, I give you
Yeah.
nothing.
All right. Thanks. That's good. That's we need.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, this is so simple. It's so ordinary and so normal. It's what it is. So there's nowhere to go. It's already, when there's closing the computer, it's already that. When there's breathing, or the wall, or a hand, or maybe a feeling, it's already that. So there's nowhere to go. It's already complete. It's everything. It's everything. So it's that what's happening, that face, how that face is looking in that moment, and that that feeling, those words, they don't have any meaning, but it is complete as it is. Thank you. Oh, there's so many hearts already. Oh, God. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm